Starmer is in hot water again as the Prime Minister is set to be investigated after breaking parliamentary rules. Yes, the Prime Minister in another controversy, of which we will discuss in detail in today's video. But first, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Keir Starmer is facing an investigation over a possible breach of parliamentary rules after failing to declare that some of his wife's high-end clothes were bought for her by his biggest personal donor, Lord Ali. The Labour peer paid for a personal shopper, clothes and alterations for Lady Victoria Starmer, reportedly both before and after the Labour leader became Prime Minister in July, according to the Sunday Times. This year, Keir has received and disclosed nearly £19,000 worth of work clothes and several pairs of glasses from Lord Ali, the former chairman of online fashion retailer ASOS, the Times reports. In addition, the peer, whose personal wealth is estimated at £200 million, spent £20,000 on accommodation for the now Prime Minister during the election, and a similar sum on private office costs, which was also disclosed, the paper says. The Tories called for a full investigation following the Sunday Times report. A Conservative Party spokesman said, "It's taken just 10 weeks for Keir Starmer to face an investigation for his conduct. After facing allegations of cronyism and now apparent serious breaches of parliamentary rules, there must be a full investigation into the passes for glasses scandal. No doubt the millions of vulnerable pensioners across the country who face choosing between heating and eating would jump at the chance for free clothes just to keep warm in the face of Labour's cruel cut." Lord Ali's involvement with the Labour leader has already proved controversial. After it emerged, he had been given a Downing Street security pass without apparently having a government role. The revelations are awkward for the Prime Minister, who has promised to clean up politics. Keir, like all MPs, must declare any of his relevant interests under rules set up to protect politics from improper influence and uphold transparency. In other news, Princess Kate and Prince William have unexpectedly reached out to Prince Harry as they followed King Charles's lead. The Duke of Sussex is celebrating his 40th birthday today, and senior members of the royal family have broken with tradition and publicly sent Harry good wishes on social media. The Prince and Princess of Wales quote-tweeted a post made by King Charles and Queen Camilla's social media team this morning, which read, "Wishing the Duke of Sussex a very happy 40th birthday today." Kate and William's message similarly read, "Wishing a happy 40th birthday to the Duke of Sussex." The Prince and Princess of Wales quote-tweeted the King's original message, which contained an image of Harry grinning while on a public engagement. The royal family's public olive branch towards Harry has sparked intrigue among royal commentators. The firm failed to mark Harry's birthday in 2023. And at the time, Buckingham Palace said public birthday wishes were sent on social media only to working royals. The Duke of Sussex was heard admitting that he had not been contacted by his family at the 2023 Invictus Games in Germany when asked by a fan about his birthday. The father of two is set to mark the birthday milestone privately in California, where he lives with his wife, Meghan Markle, and their children. The Duchess of Sussex, who turned 43 last month, did not receive a birthday post from the royal family. Harry has had a strained relationship with his family since he quit his job as a working royal in January 2020 and moved to the US. He has since launched several attacks on his former royal life through interviews, a Netflix docuseries, and his memoir, Spare. It has also been claimed that King Charles will reach out to Prince Harry privately today in order to reconnect with his son. The monarch will speak to Harry via Skype this afternoon, according to the Express, citing a well-placed source. The king will reach out to Harry on his birthday, the source said. Although the family are not as close as they once were, there is still a lot of love there. They tend to use Skype when they communicate because they can see each other, and it's all set up by staff so it runs smoothly. Widows are expected to be slapped with a council tax bill hike worth £549 next year if Labour goes through with scrapping relief, new analysis claims. If the government scraps the single-person discount on council tax, which is worth at least 25%, the levy's cost will jump dramatically. Labour has refused to rule out axing the concession, which is deducted from a taxpayer's bill, in a move that is being slammed as a widow's tax. One of the reasons the discount is in place is due to the single-occupier households use fewer council services than families. If government opts to end this support, 3 million pensioners across the UK are expected to be impacted and would have a greater impact than the winter fuel payment being means-tested. Earlier this year, Chancellor Rachel Reeves announced Labour's intention to reserve the energy bill benefit for those on pension credit, a benefit payment administered by the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP. Analysis from the Taxpayers Alliance found that ending the discount will generate £5.4 billion for country. Some £1.9 billion of this will likely be taken from single pensioners, which is much higher than the £1.5 billion that the winter fuel payment means testing is expected. As such, tens of thousands of older Britons are likely to be hit with the widow's tax of more than £600 due to living in local authorities with the highest rates of tax. For example, single elderly residents who live in Rutland and pay the Band D rate at £2,545 will lose a concession worth £636. Research suggests that more than 1 million pensioners in England live alone and are able to benefit from the tax relief. Furthermore, there are over 4 million single occupants of non-pension who are eligible for the discount. Some 1.6 million single parents with dependent children are also entitled to the support. Based on the TPA's analysis, axing the discount on this group would raise £983 million for the economy. A spokesperson for the think tank said, "The Prime Minister has refused to rule out removing the single-person council tax discount, though other cuts were ruled out." While such a change would constitute a simplification of the tax system, it would further increase the tax burden, which is already set to reach an 80-year high by 2028 to 2029. Earlier this week, Prime Minister Keir Starmer stopped short of ruling out the discount was being scrapped while on his trip to Washington, D.C. to visit President Joe Biden. He said, "Let's just try to quash this now." The budget is on October 30th. I'm not going to say before the budget what we're going to do. That does not mean that I'm ruling in anything that you might be putting to me. It simply means, like every Prime Minister, we're not going to reveal what's in the budget before we get to it. A Treasury spokesperson said, "Following the spending audit, the Chancellor has been clear that difficult decisions lie ahead on spending, welfare and tax to fix the foundations of our economy and address the £22 billion hole inherited by this government. Decisions on how to do that will be taken at the budget in the round." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.